everyone, welcome back again to tutgurus.com. How are you doing on this amazingly beautiful day? We're going to be looking into today media. We're going to be working with the media files inside of WordPress, how to upload, how to crop, how to rotate, how to work inside of that, how to make your images optimized, things like that. So again, come into your admin section of your website and you want to come to the left and choose media. Now, inside of media, you have two options. You have library, which is basically displaying all of your media files, and then you have add new. Add new is add new media. Library is, like I said, displaying all your files. So what we're going to do is, just so we've got something to work with, I'm just going to upload some files. So I'm going to click add new. Now, there's two ways you can do this. One, you can select files and choose the ones you want. You can select multiple. You can select files like this, multiple, by holding down Control or Command. That's one way. Another way I like to do it is make it super sexy, is just go to my desktop where I've created this folder. I like to select them all and then just drag and drop them in. As you see, they are being pulled in. We have here a maximum upload file size of 300 megs. If yours is smaller, you can always contact your hosting to make this larger. So as you can see, all three images have been updated, have actually been added. So we can do two things here. We can come in and edit them, or we can come back to our library. Inside our library here, we have the three images. So we got the Tut Gurus, and we've got a couple of dogs, look pretty cute. Thought I'd add them up there. Could be any images. Obviously, you're going to be using the images that you want for your website, your blog post, whatever you're using. Doesn't have to just be images. It can also be video. It can also be like PDF files. You can have them all in here. Anything to do with media can be displayed inside of here. When you add folders, like let's say you're creating pages through Elementor or even through this built-in system, later on if you want to come and organize or delete out mass different images, this is where you would come. You would manage everything from inside the media library. So once you're inside the library, a couple of options first. You can have it as list view. So list view will display the names, it will give you the images, tell you who uploaded them, things like that. Or you can have the grid view. Grid view just shows you the image. Sometimes that's a preferred option. Like most things in WordPress, you can filter by different means. So audio, video, spreadsheets, depending on what you've uploaded. You can come in and filter, bulk select them. You can choose images that you know you put in on a certain date. And as always, you can do a search for a particular image. So let's come into an image here, and we'll notice inside of here, when we just simply click on the image, you'll notice we have some options. It just tells us when it was updated, the size, the pixels, the who updated it, the name of the image. You have these other options below. Alternative text, this is a great idea. In fact, when you're working with SEO plugins later, they will give you, not errors, but they'll give you like red warnings if you're using things like Yoast and other plugins, telling you that you haven't got alternative text on your images. Alternative text should be, let's say, for example, the image doesn't display on the website for some reason, then there'll be a little bit of text that will display what the image actually was. Sometimes people turn off images on the phone, different stuff. Another reason to use it is it's good for SEO purposes. We'll talk a lot more about that in future videos, but just get in the habit of naming what this is. So this could be tutgurus.com banner, homepage banner, okay? Anything, it can be anything. Here's the title. Again, you can give it a title. This here explains the alternative text if you're looking for more information. Just describe the purpose of this image. Caption. So sometimes we have settings set up where you can add captions about your image. So you could put in, this is a sexy logo about tutorials. Can have anything you want, as long as you want. It'll just be some caption text that will get displayed when the image gets displayed. And that's dependent on whether you have this functionality actually turned on or not. Descriptions, this is where again you can add descriptions about the image, and here is the URL to the image. So this is where the image is located. So if I open up a new tab and put this in, you'll notice here it is. It's in the uploads folder. It's in the 2020. That's the name of the image. So if you wanted to put this in your post, or you wanted to send someone the path to this image, you can just come inside of here, copy URL to clipboard, and then just paste it in. You can also do some different things. You can delete permanently from this. You can take, completely delete this image. I'll show you another way in a sec on how we can do that on a larger scale. Other things you can do is you can click Edit Image. Edit Image is pretty cool. So you can crop image. You'll notice once you click the crop, they have these little handles. So I could just crop, just say I want this cool dude here. And then I can click crop. And that will just give me the picture of this cool little dude here. You can also rotate left, rotate right. You can flip them horizontally. There's so much that you can do. So let's say you upload loads of images. They're horizontal, they're landscape. You just bring them in and then you can flip them, change them, rotate them. You can undo things. So for example, I can undo all of these edits I've actually made, including the crop. You have over here some scaling options. So you'll notice that it likes to keep it so the images don't get super blurred. It'll scale it. So whatever I put in the first one, WordPress will also scale it. So if I wanted it to be 600 pixels wide, it would scale it so it's 600 pixels wide, but it will keep the proportionate height, meaning that it doesn't get super blurry, it doesn't get squashed, it doesn't get ugly. Another cool feature you have here is you can restore it to the original image. So should you make any mistakes, let's say you crop it and you just make it look not too cool like that. So let's say you crop, you've only got that. What this will do then is you can come and click Restore Image and that will bring it back. It'll obviously ask you, is this what you want to do? You click OK, and that brings back the original image. So don't worry, you can't really make crazy errors here. And then you've also got an aspect ratio. You've got your own image crops that you can put in your own. So actually when you crop, you'll notice that over here on the right, this changes depending on the crop size, or you can have in your aspect ratio. So let's say 6:3, and that will make the aspect ratio of the crop to be that. We simply choose crop, and that crops out at that. Again, if you have mistakes and stuff, then you can always come back. I'm just going to save that and keep that for that. Now, so I'm going to come out of here. Now, other things you can do which come in well handy. So let's say you upload images, and in this media file, it's going to get lots of images. You could have a big website with multiple images. Maybe you upload images twice. Sometimes you uploaded old images and you want to get rid of them. So the easiest way to do is come into your media library, choose all media. So we're going to choose, in this particular example, images. And I'm going to choose here bulk select. And I'm going to select the images that I want to delete. I'm just going to actually leave one. So this is a great feature that allows you to bulk delete. Amazing feature inside of WordPress, because otherwise we'll just be deleting images individually and that takes forever. So I come in here and I choose delete permanently. Am I sure? Yes, I am. And now I'm left just with one image. I can add new images again from here, or I can just come to this add new feature. So that's how you organize it. You can come in, you can filter, searching, add images, crop images, as simply as just going to add new, come to computer, drag these in, upload them. Because we have two images the same, what it does is it will actually create, I'll come into the list view so you can see a bit better. You'll see that we have the same image twice. So the real name of the image is actually called dogs. You can see that here, dogs.jpg. But as we have the same image, WordPress creates a different name. It wouldn't create the same name because it would overwrite the original. So what it does is it creates another image and adds a 1 or a 2 or a 3 after it. So if I was to actually add in another one of those dogs, drag that in, come back up to library, you'll now notice it's added a dogs 2, dogs 1, dogs. So anytime you add the same image again, just be aware that it's going to create another URL. And if I wanted to get rid of some stuff, I'm going to click this one, and I'm going to choose delete permanently, and I'm going to choose apply. Yes, I'm sure. And now we're back. So this is how you use Media Library. Really important to keep clean as well. Good to work with the images, naming your images, checking out the ratio sizes of the images. So that's it for this tutorial. We're going to be back soon with some more tutorials, working our way through this course. If you've just arrived at this point, please check out some of our other videos, because at the moment we're doing a course, a full free course, showing you how the ins and outs of WordPress as a real beginner. So if you're not sure how to use WordPress, not sure where everything is, this is the course for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment below if you have any comments, click the like button, and if you want to be notified of any more of our awesome tutorials, then click that bell. See you later, guys and girls. I'll see you in the next tutorial.